Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Bree.
What up, man? It's chosen on the beat.
And you just pulled up to the chop shop.
Hey, you did it.
Yeah, you did it.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
That's good.
Yeah, I catch on fast.
You know what I mean? What up, man? We got our boy.
Yep.
Our boy, our brother.
It's our brother.
You know what I'm saying? You know who it is.
Official.
Hey, it's your boy.
It's your boy Torrion official in the mother effing building, bro. Let's go.
Let's go.
What you do, man? What up, man? How you doing?
Oh man, I'm just chilling, man. Just maintaining. Just trying to keep everything together. You know, my mental. You know, my mind, body, and soul.
Yeah.
You know, we living in a crazy time.
Absolutely.
So, you know, every day I'm just focused on just keeping my mind right. You know.
Absolutely. You got to.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Mental is important, especially for black men.
Oh yeah.
Because we are brought down.
Mm-hmm.
Everything we do wrong is amplified. You know what I'm saying? And the the stuff that we go through mentally, it's crazy. You know what I mean? And we need that mental check and that mental help and that therapy. You know what I'm saying? To keep us above water sometimes, because it gets dark, it gets rough. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think it's like this, man. And you're right as far as being African American men, but just men in general in today's society, it's like we living in a time to where it's like men aren't necessarily appreciated in the role of a man. Yeah. So it's like, you know, and a lot of men nowadays don't even know their purpose, you know, and our purpose is kind of being taken away. Like, you know, there's nothing that, you know, even gives us any type of praise for what we do. Not saying that we need to, like, we want to be praised, but you know, a man's only as good as he's needed. Mm-hmm. No matter how much people try to say it's not true, but it is, because the role of us to provide and guide and protect, you know, that's what we're supposed to do. But nowadays it's made to where it's like it's damn near impossible. You know what I mean?
You're saying it's not appreciated by who? By the world, by society, by your who?
Really by the world. But the way the world is making it, especially in America, you know, like when you go to these other countries and you see these other cultures, you know, the role of a man, you know, especially in like Mexico, 15 minutes away from the border.
Right.
And men are treated a certain way because they're able to be men. You know, but out here it's like, you know, they make it hard for you to be able to provide for your family because rent is so high and inflation of everything. So, you know, you can't provide the way you would like to, because it's like now you have to, you know, do certain things, or you can't afford it, or, you know, you have to, you know, do certain things that kind of take away from you being able to be that man that you need to be, you know?
Okay.
Like even, and this is going to stir up some, you know, some feelings or whatever, but I mean,
keep it real. Fuck the feelings.
It's fuck the feelings. It's about reality,
right?
You know, I like to think logical and kind of speak on facts. I feel like when we say this 50-50 thing, yeah, it's 50-50 as far as the role. Like a woman has a role and a man has a role, but when it comes to like the role of a man is to protect and to guide and provide. The role of a woman is to nurture and the love and bring those aspects to the relationship, you know. And at the end of the day, when a man can't provide all the way like he needs to, that respect isn't always given the way it needs to be.
What do you think about that?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
I could see what you're saying. I could see that the role of the man is to be the protector and stuff like that. I could see that, and the provider per se. But then when you talked about, you know, living where we live, and, you know, women have to provide sometimes too in the household because of the rent being high or expenses and stuff like that where we live. So I would say then, wouldn't you both be providing?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, because they make it that way, it's hard for us to be able to have that family structure to where it can be the way it needs to be. Like, the way a family is supposed to be is like, when you have kids, it should be to where somebody has to be at home to take care of the kids. And I'm not saying just be at home and just be a stay-at-home and you don't do nothing, you're a slave. Nah, but the role is to be able to, that's a job itself too, is to take care of the house.
So who's supposed to do
What I'm
that?
saying is the man does that. He goes and he provides. He provides the money, he provides the food, and the woman makes the house a home. That's what it was supposed to be. That was the old school way that it was.
Right.
But nowadays we living in a time to where you guys both have to provide. So it's like that femininity that you would want from your woman, you necessarily may not get it because she's working just as hard as you. If she got to go and bust her ass and work a 9 to 5 like you may not get sex every night. You may not get dinner cooked. You may not get that feminine energy because she has to be in her masculine energy. You see what I'm saying? So she's just as tired as you are.
Hold up. So having a woman have a career is masculine energy?
No, what I'm saying is your woman working is just as hard as you and having to do the same thing you have to do to provide.
Mm-hmm. And then also take care of the kids and all that stuff?
Exactly. She's just as tired as you are at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
If she
and
has
then
to work,
she's still got to go and take care of the kids.
She still got
and
to go
stuff.
and take care of the kids and do everything. So it's like she got to play double roles.
Why can't why can't the husband or the man or the male figure in the household take care of those roles when she's working too? Why can't it be like?
But that's what
where's
I'm
the
saying.
reciprocity?
But that's what I'm saying.
Both of you doing it at the same time.
But that's what I'm saying. What we both doing is like that's why the job is when we have the kids how it's supposed to be is the man goes out and works because that's the hard job.
When it's
you see what I'm
supposed
saying?
to be. No.
How it's supposed to be, and then the woman, she's the nurture because the mother's the one that's the reason why it's made that the mother raises the kids at home is because she's the one that can show the love and the nurturing. You know what I mean? The fathers are the ones that bring the discipline and the structure.
No, he has hold on. He has a point when it comes to the mother. Listen, the mother is a nurturer.
Yeah.
You give life.
Hold on. I'm taking like
listen.
No. Well, so we're gonna chop it up. I want both sides. So I'm not necessarily attacking you. I'm doing it from like as if another person were to say that. I want to be the devil's advocate. I want to say both sides. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't agree with some of the things you're saying. I'm just saying I want to. And
I totally
understand.
Too, and that's.
But I don't agree with you all the way. So let me just say this: yes, a woman is to nurture. That's her. A man is to protect. That's just what it is. Okay, boom. However, that is the old time because back then women were treated as nothing. Okay, they were not able to do shit and they were looked at as that's what you do.
You couldn't even vote. Women couldn't have a right.
Women had no rights. They didn't have nothing.
They didn't have credit.
Right?
They had to
so
ask permission
they gave
for their
birth,
husbands
and
for
it was
credit.
just assumed. Okay, you take care of the kids. I go out and work because that's what it was.
Exactly.
But women wanted to do more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then once the laws change and start giving women more rights, then it's like, okay, we about to handle some business now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because women are fucking dope. Women is the giver of life. You know what I'm saying? That's powerful, right? So she gives life, boom. But I just hate the fact that women are expected to be the ones that have to take care of the kids and do all the laundry and cook and clean. And I've always hated that. And the reason why is because my mom and my dad was very old school. That was his way of, he was brought up in the church. He was brought up by his father. That's just what it was. You cook the dinner, I take care of the house. You know what I'm saying? Or I take care of the bills and I go out and work or whatever I did when I was out. That was my role. Your role was, if I'm sick, you take care of the child. If you got to go to school, you take them to school. If you know what I'm saying, football practice, that'd be me. You know what I'm saying?
The fathers,
you know what I'm saying?
Not to cut you off. So what you saying is, and this is what I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like, and that's another reason why women. So like my grandmother, my family is dominated by women, but it's more so because a lot of them were treated a certain way. So with that, now women, they want that equality because they want to have that power and that control because they feel like they don't want to be mistreated. So that's what I'm saying. When a man comes and he makes a woman feel secure, she can put her guard down and be in her femininity. But what happens is a lot of women that are dominant is for one or two reasons. They're all the way dominant because we all have, men and women have masculine and feminine energy.
Right.
But feminine energy and masculine energy attract each other. So somebody has to be dominant and somebody has to be feminine in the situation. You know what I mean? And if you guys are both dominant, then you're going to clash. It's just like two men being in the same environment.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Men were meant to be masculine. And what I'm saying is when we had that type of role all the way, it was abused because a lot of older men are assholes. So what I'm saying is
they feel that the woman needs to stay at home and then the man does whatever he does.
So what I'm saying is like I hear what you're saying as far as like, and that's what I'm saying. I think people don't really listen when I talk. I don't know about everybody else, but you're right. Like the role of the kids is both of us. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that the mom just takes care of the kids all the way. No, but what I'm saying is while I'm at work, especially when the babies are little, the mom's only going to be at home with the babies all day when the babies are 0 through 4 or 5 years old and then they go to kindergarten.
Depending
what I'm
on
saying?
everybody's dynamic is different,
So,
but
so
yeah.
that's really what I'm talking about. And then after the kids grow up, then mom, she goes and does Pilates, or she may start her career. I'm not saying she's gonna sit at home forever. I'm saying through that little growth stage, because sometimes it's better for the kids to be at home instead of being in somebody's daycare or being taken care of by somebody else. Because the way of the world and just people in general.
Yeah,
So
I didn't want my
see what I'm
kids.
saying?
Yeah, no,
I didn't. We agree on that.
So that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
we
And
didn't
what
want
I'm saying
anybody
is-
messing with them just because people are weird nowadays.
Yeah,
you know?
no, and that's what I'm saying. And a lot of times the way it goes is like a lot of men do that. They come home, they kick off their shoes, they throw their dirty clothes on the ground, they treat a woman like a slave. Like, I'm saying this. We both are supposed to play with the kids. Dad, when you get off work, now it's your turn to take the kids outside, throw the baseball, take your daughter, color with her, take that stress off mom. You see what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, dads aren't necessarily good at nurturing. You see what I'm saying? Like, little girls, because I can't, like my daughter right now, I can't nurture her. That's her mama's job. Like, she's more, that's why little girls, when they're raised by their dads, just the dad, they more so turn out as tomboys. Because even though their dad love them like hell, and he shows them how to be treated like a little princess, at the same time, they know how to work on a car. They can go fix a light bulb. Because dads are more like masculine. You see what I'm saying? So no matter how much, unless he's like sweet, you get what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I don't know, because
that.
I was raised with my mom, but I was straight tomboy when I was a kid, and I didn't have a male figure really in my life at all, except my grandfather. But he didn't live with us, so I don't know. But I mean, that could be just me. But I think that I don't think that really matters per se. I mean, maybe statistically, if we were to pull numbers and see what it was, maybe you're right.
I just think that the internet got everybody fooled. I think the internet got everybody fooled. I think realistically, niggas is not doing the shit that the people are saying on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think that. I think realistically, in real life households, niggas is really doing what you're saying. Niggas is going to work. The good wife, the good woman is handling business in real relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
it's like, the shit that you see is like the females just want to have.
You see the shit out here is the shit on TV is the fucking models and fuck bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
you know how
what
you say fuck
Instagram's
boys,
all
fuck
about,
girls.
mostly,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's about them, and they want to, I don't need no man for this. I'm doing this. I'm out here. You know what I mean? It's them. That's what they're portraying. Even Cardi B, the main
hot bitch.
she just posted like, listen, you women are stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? It's 50-50. You know what I'm saying? You expect a man to do this and do this. You guys are not realistic in your lifestyle. It's not. How are you going to buy a house? How are you supposed to do shit if you can't?
I'm going to be honest, but I'm going to be honest.
See, that's everybody's thing. That's different. That's what I was explaining. We were just having this conversation, was that some women, they want to be bosses. Some people want to be more in the submissive role, where they're like, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be a PTA mom. I don't want to work. That is a job, because being a stay-at-home mom is not light work.
Right. People act like this to stay out there just kicking their feet up.
It's not light work, but that goes with that goes with the household. Whatever their relationship is okay with. You feel me? Like, when our kids were younger, I did here and there, stay at home. But at the time, like, I also was like, I have a career. You know what I mean? So, but I chose, not necessarily.
I asked because hey, I didn't want nobody raising my daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, in the first couple of years, can you just, I'll take care of the house.
Yeah, because career-wise, between the two of us, mine was more lenient. I could work with it, where he was like, I can't. I'm moving up in the company. I can't really like leave. If I do, I lose my place. You know what I mean? As far as
so
seniority.
I made the bread. She always had bread coming in from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So she was never a bum bitch. You know what I'm saying? But she was able to be home with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Which was more realistically, I mean, it made me happy, because I didn't want nobody else watching my kid. You know what I'm saying? Once my daughter became of age,
she's in school and stuff.
She's in school. Yeah. She can talk, and she could tell me when people are fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Then we were more lenient to like, okay, let's go into school. Bree went and started doing her career, or whatever the case may be, and that was that. But I was always the one in my life that everything, I'm not gonna just expect you to do it. I'm gonna help out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just your job to cook. I'm gonna help out. It wasn't my job. Like, yeah, when you did cook, I loved it. If I came home and dinner was done, fucking course I loved that shit. That's dope as hell. You know what I'm saying? But if something happened where it wasn't able to happen, I'll make dinner. You know what I'm saying? For everybody. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why is because I went back to go visit my family, and all the girls was in the kitchen cooking, all the guys were sitting at the table getting served. I hate that shit. I just don't like it. Fuck that. It's just not me. I don't like it. I'm not gonna have my queen doing that. I'd rather for us to get a maid and have them bitches do that shit than
Damn, that's
versus.
fucked up.
Well, it also
No, I'm just saying.
What it is that, you know what? No, because I mean, if I'm gonna cook, say I'm just saying like Thanksgiving dinner, something like really big or whatever. He has his portions of what he cooks, the turkey and, you know, things like that. I cook the sides and majority of everything else, right? So, but the thing is that he's like,
I help.
I know I'm not.
What
I'm
you
not,
mean?
No,
I help,
you,
bro. I
you
help.
the hell out of that cheese
I
and that
help.
mac and cheese. I'm not even
I grate the
discrediting.
cheese. I
No,
freaking
but I'm
do all
saying,
the.
like,
I clean the greens. I freaking.
that's true.
I do everything.
Actually, no, we
and
had
I
the
cook
kids
the
do
turkey.
that. No, because that's
Man,
as they should.
Man, I help.
But hear me out for a second. What
Yeah,
I'm
me
saying
up
is
there
that,
cooking all day. I was fucking about to get. Man, my feet was hurting. My back. I didn't want to eat afterwards. I was ready to
no,
go to bed.
but see, that's the point. Is that majority of the stuff? Okay, let's just say majority of the things that we're cooking for Thanksgiving or whatever. I'm pretty much handling all that. Just being honest. You help with like potatoes and whatever, but that's not the point. I'm saying you'll sit there and be like, you cooked all this. Get yourself a plate. You know what I'm saying? Get the kids a plate first. You know what I'm saying? He's never been the person that's like, serve me, make sure you do this or whatever. As much as I'm like, babe, get a plate. I want you to get the big piece of, chicken, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And he's just like, no, like, I want everybody else to be served. He's always been that way,
Right, because I was servant, but it is what it is.
But it also honestly though, what I'm gonna say is this, especially in the world we live in, and this is just life in general. Life is what you want, and the way I feel, I got an old soul, and I'm just the type of person that I saw my dad go to work and my mom stayed at home with us. So in my head, that's what it is. But I'm also the type of person, like, I want to feel like a man. So my thing is, I'm going to go to work. If my woman wants to work, then that's fine. But if my woman didn't want to work, and that's why I said it all depends on the type of people that you guys are. Like Bree was saying, some women want to play that submissive role. And that's what I like. I like submissive women that are feminine.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Not everybody's meant to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
That's who I am.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not trying to do that to be.
You're going to have to go to Mexico, bro.
No.
Africa.
Oh my God.
You're going to have to go out of the country, bro.
What it takes is it just takes finding the right person and the right women and having the understanding, because there's women that want to do that. It depends on how they were raised.
Right.
Like my thing is, even though I go to work and I provide and pay the bills or whatever, I still make my woman breakfast on Sundays and I'll cook and things like that. But if I'm going and working a 10-hour day, the common courtesy thing would just to be,
if you at home, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is it pays a cost to be the boss. So my thing is I'm going to provide that because this is how I want to do it. So I have to go and make sure that I put you in the type of position to be able to do that. You see what I'm saying? Like vice versa. Say if I'm off for the day and she's running errands all day, then I'm not too good to cook and clean and make sure that
I hear that.
So, I want to ask you a question.
No, me too.
You know what I'm saying? Because
say.
you've been in a relationship where you were with a woman who had children. Me and her were both step parents or whatever like that.
Right. We had our own children before we met, and then
so
we made
who was it that said it? Corey Holcomb or whatever like that.
Yeah,
whatever.
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian. He basically posted and said, "Do you remember what he said, Bree?"
As far as being a step parent,
yeah,
it's just that you can't. Being a step parent's not gonna. I don't know what his exact.
He basically said Western women.
Yeah.
Basically, you will raise a stepchild. You will raise a child and a stepchild, and they will just treat you like shit, pretty much. And they would just be like, it's whatever.
They won't respect you.
They won't respect you or whatever. He said, and he was playing every time, everyone, and it's based
like
on
100%.
100%. He's like, I was a stepfather, and then once I was done being a stepfather, they were out and they didn't care about me, and that was it. And they just left me, whatever. And I was sitting there like, I don't find that to be accurate. You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying because of the way Western women think now. You know what I'm saying? Well, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm gonna tell you
I think that's the way that he was.
No, it's and you could already tell from me. I don't even know who that is, but it's also the relationship you build with the children.
Exactly.
And so a lot of people, what they're doing is they're coming in with the way they want to do things. They're not like a lot of people like. They're not coming in genuinely trying to build a relationship with the kid. And that's why kids love me. I've dated women with children, and every single time the kids love me because I come in with genuine intentions. I love the child like their minds, and I built the relationship. Everything I do for my kids, I do for that kid. You know what I mean? And even when I'm mad at their mom, and that's another thing. A lot of people, they turn the cheek or they act funny, or sometimes you got baby mama and baby daddy drama. So when that happens, guess what? Now you got the person in the relationship, the step parent, treating that kid funny. And it's just like you don't do that type of stuff because now when that kid is 18 or of age to make their own decisions, That's how you know the type of parent, step parent, cousin, auntie, family member, whatever type of person you are to that child. When they get 18 and they have a voice for themselves, then they show it.
I hear you.
So-
I think from his perspective, I think it depends on also how old the kids were, you know, and then also the relationship they have with the other parent, the actual like dad or whatever, right? Because I feel like, for instance, with us, you know, you respected my daughter's dad. It was like, I don't want her to call me dad. You know, I'm Jamie to, you know, to your child. And I think sometimes like in your circumstance, you were like kind of forced into being call that other person a mom or dad or what, you know what I'm saying? And I don't personally, I don't think that if a person is, you know, dating that person, they off rip have to get to know the kid. I mean, because you don't know if this relationship's going to go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? And then you would get attached to the kid. But I think from his perspective, I think the kids were, you know, kind of older when he was dating that person.
It's the way he said it was like he took care of them.
From day, maybe financially.
So that's what I'm saying. He took care of them financially.
If he's a
but
comedian, but I don't think so.
But if they turned on you, it would be
It's
more on
something that
something
you
you
did
did,
along the way.
bro.
But
It
also
has
this
to be.
Maybe he didn't give a
No,
shit
but
about
look,
him.
but
Maybe
he
he
is
didn't give a
right
shit
too,
about him.
because what happens is this too, like especially these younger chicks, like in general, you got to set a tone, especially when the other parent, your step parent, that tone has to be set.
Okay.
Like the mom has to tell the kids, hey, you got to respect this person or whatever the case may be. Or dad has to, hey, this is so-and-so. Those boundaries aren't being set. So you got the parent kind of letting this kid do what they want, and then you come in and ain't no tone being set, so the kid really don't respect you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like all of that stuff matters when you jump into a relationship with somebody with kids. You know what I mean? And it's like, if you don't set that tone and set that level of respect, let these kids know. Prime example, if you don't really set that tone to let these kids know they got to respect this man or this woman, guess what? When this kid wants to get their way, they're going to run to mommy. And then you're going to have their back. And now this kid's going to see, okay, I can manipulate the situation, because when you're not giving me my way, I could throw it in your face that you're not my dad or my mom and go get it from my mom. And now that type of stuff stirs conflict between the whole household. You know what I'm saying?
No, I hear that. I think in the beginning of our relationship, before we had our own child, it was like whenever there was like a disagreement, we'd be like, well, that's my kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. We would kind of like do that, or be like, oh, go get your kid. You know what I mean? And in a way that was wrong for us to do that. But I understand what you're saying. I think that
You did. I just feel like you did that when you got mad, and that's my daughter. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So like,
well, because I didn't agree with so that's another thing, is that our dynamics of how we would want to raise our kids would be different. And so you're stepping in as a father, right?
And
father
that role
figure,
ain't always respected.
And then I'm like, hold up, no,
kid.
this is because I'm like, that's not how it works. And then I didn't maybe how you said something, or you undermined what I had said as a parent, and then I'm like, no, that's my kid.
I'm gonna tell you that doing that,
We
bro,
both did it,
as
though.
a stepfather, that shit fucking hurts, because it's like, yo, I'm working my butt off to be in your life. I'm doing everything like that, and then the minute something gets mad, you be like, you ain't telling my kid nothing. It's like,
Right? No, I know.
What
I mean,
the
this
hell?
was early in our relationship,
No,
mind
but
you. But I'm
and
just
then
saying,
I'm like, what
not
the
now. I'm
hell?
like, what did Jamie say? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But see, then another thing is this too, though. You can't, because that's the thing. People like, when they get mad, then they really like, oh, this is my kid. But
Right.
you can't do that in front of the kids and show and undermine the other parent. Even
course.
if he's not the real dad,
I
you pull
would-
him aside.
I
we,
would
we
do
both,
that.
I think
Yeah.
we both did it. We
I
both
would-
did it
I'm
to
not
each
even
other.
talking
Yeah,
about you
I would
guys in
undermine Bree as far
I
as
know.
her telling the son. Actually, I would let you pretty much. You would pretty much.
Actually, I'm the bad guy in the
Yeah,
and
you would pretty
I'm-
much
I'm
say
the
no to
I'm the bad
everything.
cop in the relationship.
And
Everybody goes to him when they want something,
Pretty
and I'm the
much.
one who's like,
Bro,
I mean, that's how
I
it
had
is with
all
perfect,
girls.
too.
I had all girls and one boy, bro. It was a wrap. I couldn't.
Yeah,
say
you
no.
had all-
I could never say no.
One of my boys
But-
told me who had kids. My boy Alonzo. You remember Alonzo?
Yeah, Lonzo.
And basically, what him and his wife told me is how they do it is they let each other be the bad guy to their kids, but they do it together. And they don't undermine each other in front of the
Yeah, you
kids.
can't.
So even if I
Can't.
don't agree
can't.
with what you're saying,
Yeah.
it's like, and another thing too is arguing. Like I said, when this kid, it's hard because people like when you guys don't have kids together, you guys are arguing more. Like not everybody, but that's what people tend to do. Ain't our kids, so you don't protect that foundation.
it's different.
You see what it's
It-
exactly.
It is different.
It's a mind state.
It is different.
So when I deal with a woman with kids, I really go into the mind state like this is our kid.
Right.
And when you think like that, you move different. But people aren't the step parent ain't thinking like that a lot of times. Cause I met a lot of shitty step parents. You know what I'm saying? Like you got step parents that really aren't building a relationship. They don't really even give a fuck
don't
about
care.
building a relationship.
They
They're like,
don't
oh, that's
care.
your kid.
Right.
No,
And that's
exactly.
crazy because the kids feel that shit.
no,
Right. If
You know
you're
what
gonna
I'm
get in a relationship with a
and then
woman
they're
with
not
a
gonna give a shit,
kid,
they're not gonna
are you
respect
gonna
the
get in a
parent.
relationship
When
with
you
a
get older,
man
they're
with a
gonna fuck
child?
with you.
You gotta go on. You gotta be 100%. The kids are involved, man,
Yeah.
and the fact and the man or the woman that's in that relationship, if they see that woman is not going to be involved with their children, it should be a wrap off rip. You know
Off
what I'm saying?
rip.
All right, you don't want to be
Exactly.
with my kid. It's a wrap. Go on, get the hell out of my house. You know what I'm
Agreed.
saying?
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna disrespect my child, you're gonna disrespect me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like,
my child
like,
is me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you
people
better
are trying to
not.
get rid of the children just to be. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that's what happened to that one lady. There was a lady that she was, I don't know if you saw it, it was very sad, but she had 5 children and she dropped them off at her mother, the grandparents' house. And she was like, take them. I don't want them anymore. My new guy doesn't want any kids. And then people are in the comments section saying, well, I respect her, at least not, ending their lives.
Respect her.
They said they respect her. Hold on.
That's no
No,
respect
that's
at
what
all.
I'm saying. Hold on. That's what they're saying is I respect her for at least saying she's not going to take them. And they took them to the parents rather than, because a lot of other parents may end their lives and stuff. So I was like, okay, but why are you not, something's wrong here. If she's going to sit here and take up all her 5 kids that she's had for a dude, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's going to be a situation too, where he's not respecting, he doesn't care about her kids at all, to the point where he's like, I want to be with you, but I don't want your kids.
I'm gonna tell you like
She should be like, nah, I'm out.
I know the type of man that I am and type of father figure that every child I've ever been in their life, they've loved me like I was their dad. Because I showed that. I always keep in the back of my mind that I would want somebody to treat, especially my daughters, the same way. You're a man. And, and so it's like, but dudes don't do that. You got dudes that'll sleep with the mom while the little baby's in the bed, and because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And they run the household and they treat the kids like the kids. I don't like that kind of. They'll have your kid doing stuff that they know is out of pocket, cooking for them and all that. I mean, my thing is this, and that's on the mom and the dad too.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I was I had a stepmom, and in the beginning, my stepmom was pretty dope. She treated me like I was her child. And that was probably because she thought she couldn't have children. And then when she had children, all that shit changed. You know what I'm saying? It was about her kids and stuff like that. Not that I have any hate or anything like that. It was just, I can tell the difference between the way I was treated before she had children to when after she had children. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand where you're coming from, how the stepchild gets treated bad, or the child that's not theirs gets treated different than their own children.
I mean, they have all, like Disney movies, the step parent, the stepmother, or whatever it is, hates the other child, Snow White, Cinderella, all those movies.
I like to say with you, though, when it came to my kids, you treated my kids almost a little bit better than your daughter in the beginning. Like,
yeah.
you will, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like I noticed that a little bit, and I had to tell you, like, well, no, you got to treat them the same, you know what I'm saying? But you were just like, you didn't want them to have that, like.
I didn't want them to think that I was giving ambiance like seniority because she's my kid. I wanted her to be like, hey, I love you too. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you guys like this. When I get with somebody, it's like your kids, and I'm not gonna ever treat them better than my kids. I've learned everything is all about balance. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, like those kids, the relationship you build with them, I don't want them kids getting older and being like, oh, well, fuck this guy.
Right.
Because I know people like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Right. And my heart, honestly, it goes out to kids, man. I fuck with kids more than I fuck with adults, man. Yeah. Because kids are innocent, man. Exactly. And when for some reason, I tend to get with women that have little kids and little girls. And it's like, they're so precious, man. And like I said, with me having daughters myself, it's like, I feel like I have to take that role as really being that protector. And then I'm with their mom at the same time. So with their daddy not being around, I am who they're going to look at as their dad is the main person they're going to look at as what a man is, but I'm really with their mother. So the way I am with them and their mom is damn near like I got to show them that too. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah. I hear that. So speaking of step parents, so, in the media right now, Draya Michelle, you know who she is? Yeah. She's getting a lot of shit because she is pregnant again. And she has 3 baby daddies.
By a young dude, right?
Yeah. By somebody who is like 17 years younger than her. Yeah. And she already has 2 kids. One of her kids, I believe, is around the same age as who she's with. So the thing is that everybody's like, damn, like, what the hell, Draya? You know what I mean? So that's 3 baby daddies, 1 very young baby daddy, and he's in the NBA. And I think a lot of people are giving her a lot of shit because of that, like, age difference, and not giving really somebody like a Drake, right, or you know what I'm saying? yeah, Jay-Z's like 13 years older than Beyonce. People do say certain things, but
I don't think the age is a problem. He's grown. He can do whatever he want to be. I don't.
it's
The
not
age.
about him.
It's
It's
not
about her.
It's about. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna tell you guys, like, my ex-wife is 15 years older than me. So it's like people are always, that's the thing. People need to worry about themselves, man. We all humans. Things happen. You attracted to who you attracted to. Maybe this young guy maybe he's younger than her by age, but maybe it was something he did. Like, there's young people that are so mature. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, he's a ball player, so he got money to be able to provide like a man. I ain't saying that, that's okay, but at the same time,
she has her own money too, though.
Age doesn't really mean anything, though. You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like people are so like, they just need to mind their own business. Everybody is always, and a lot of these people that are probably talking probably don't even have their shit together. They do shit like that.
Not.
But what they want to do is they want to point the finger at somebody else, and it's because of who she is why people got something to say. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. But do you think there's a double standard then, because people don't really give that same shit to Leonardo DiCaprio, he doesn't date anybody past like 20 or something like that, or 21. Like he drops them after a certain age, and he's like 50 or something like that now. So I don't think they give people like men the same issues if they were to get somebody pregnant in their 20s.
I think the reason why Draya, I think the reason why Draya got shit is more like, it was just like, you're dating them, all of a sudden you're pregnant, and it's like, it just seemed convenient. It seemed like more of a come up.
That kind of shit happens every day.
I know, but that's all I said. It's more.
That's why.
Yeah, it's more of a.
Brittany Renner literally said that physically.
Yeah, but all these girls go get a basketball player, get them pregnant, and you set for life. You know what I'm saying?
Wives,
you know what I'm saying? It just seemed like, to me, it just seemed like, damn, like the boy's 22, like he even got to have fun yet. You know what I'm saying?
He's about to be a stepdad to 2 other kids.
I'm tripping. It just doesn't seem like love to me. It just seemed more. But it's not. I don't know their situation. I don't know them. I don't know their situation. I don't know how long they'll be together. It just seems, to me, when you first hear it, it's like, damn, it just seems like it's a come up. It seems like it's more for love. It's like all of a sudden now you're pregnant.
It's not for love. You think it's more for financial
gain.
It might be, but honestly, like when people say gold diggers and women are gold diggers, I'm gonna be honest with you. Women by nature they're survivors. That's what they want to be with somebody that's gonna give them that security and take care of them. So I mean, that's what it is.
That's just what it was. That's what it is. She wanted to be taken care of. I got pregnant to solidify it. That's it. Boom, I'm good.
It may be because of the money. People do it all the time. But
I'm not. It's also he could have been safe too. It's his fault just as much as hers.
I'm not blaming her.
She's the more of the grown up.
I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming her.
They're both grown.
I'm just telling you from what it looks like.
Legal,
it's like, yo, it's not. Oh, I'm not gonna be happy for you because you're in love and you got her pregnant. And it's not that. It's just more like, it seems more like convenience.
You know what?
But I don't really give a fuck. It's none of my business.
I tip my hat to the young dude, to the youngster. He younger than me and he got somebody bad, man. Hey, I salute him.
I know she bad as hell. She bad as hell.
Just mad because they didn't get him, and it's just
like,
she
bad. Well, it's just more like having a baby with somebody who's been through everybody. You know what I'm saying? She's not been the
but hold up, in the industry who hasn't been through everybody.
He laid down with her and he feels like his eyes is wide open. So just like people used to say, when I first bought my ex-wife, who's 15 years older than me, around my family, my mom, the first thing she told her was, what the fuck do you, my son, what's up? And she was like, well, I love him. My mom was like, what is love? She was like, love's unconditional. My mom was like, bitch, you full of shit. And that's the perception that older women are going to like say, especially because a lot of older women just in their mind, they're like, you're old enough to be my son. But then you got some older women that just, they like younger dudes.
Right, and some dudes.
Just like you
but
said,
I think Draya,
like,
Draya, like, so this is the thing. I also feel like a lot of younger dudes like Draya because she doesn't look as old. I mean, not to say 39 is old, but she doesn't look like a 39-year-old. She looks just as good as she did when she was in her 20s, like lightweight. She really looks good. She looks good as fuck, like straight up. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying. So I feel like 39-year-old you would assume to be a mature person or whatever, but maybe she feels more like she feels younger than she is. You know what I mean? So she's drawn more to a younger person because they have the same. They like the same music or whatever, whereas somebody who may be 39 in general is like, I'm almost retiring, you know what I mean? And she's like, I'm not really there. I'm a single person. I want to have fun still. So maybe she gravitates more to the younger person.
She did used to babysit. She did used to babysit, bro, though. She did used to babysit, bro.
I think if he didn't have the money. No, that's the thing.
She used to babysit him.
But if he didn't have the money, I don't think they would be having a baby. But maybe it's his status too, because that's what men gotta understand.
She got pregnant to get.
But that's what I'm saying. Secure. No, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Well, people gotta understand. That's what I'm telling you. A man is only as good as what he can provide, anyways. So women, I don't give a fuck what they say. They like a man that has a successful man.
Oh
You see
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, of
So
course.
no matter the age or whatever the case may be, and maybe it could have been the chemistry, I feel like really what it is with her is her reputation is what got people more so talking as well, because she doesn't have a good reputation. She's looked at
doesn't.
as a whole.
She
so
is, yeah.
so now she's giving people a reason to kind of go at her and feel like, oh, these are her intentions.
Like I said, I don't
You know
think
what I'm saying?
I don't think the age is a problem. You fall in love who you fall in love with, as long as it's
love it.
legal. That doesn't bother me. I don't care if he's 22 and she's 50. That's whatever it is. That's just is what it is to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care that they're together. I just seem like if you talk about the situation, my opinion, it just doesn't seem like it's for love. It just seems like it's for, it just seems like she liked him. He likes her. I want to be secure.
Well, what happens if they were just like in love and they just, sometimes when you're in love, you just, you know what I mean? You forget about the condom and protecting yourself and shit. And you have a kid. And instead she's looking at it like, well, we made the baby out of love and I'm going to embrace my my motherhood.
And then do that. And congratulations to both of them. You know what I'm saying?
I just think that also what she said when she posted it, she's like, I found out know what I need to do in my life, and I feel like my calling now. I never knew what I wanted to do in my life, is what she said. And then she's like, I know that the truth is that I want to be. It's because I'm supposed to be a mother. And then she's like, that was her kind of like her reasoning why. So she believes that that's her purpose for life, is to be a mom, consistently push out kids, I guess. To each his own, right?
You got a lot of women that have 3 different baby fathers, and the fathers.
I mean, I got 2. You know what I'm saying?
Successful. You see what I'm saying? I feel like people are too judgmental. You just never know the situation. You got young chicks out here that got 3 different baby daddies, and I mean, we're all human, man. Shit happens.
I don't think that makes a difference.
But you know what I'm saying? We all human. We make mistakes. I feel like people you got people that are so harsh on other people, like they're so perfect, and it's just like,
yeah, people always got
something
to say.
People that are miserable are the ones that talk the most shit. Yeah. Because if you're happy in your life, you're not talking shit about anybody.
Yeah,
Straight up.
It is what it is.
You know what I mean?
Dre is bad, and hey, that youngster, he got him a nice one.
He's not ugly. He's a
body's bad.
Guy.
See what I'm saying?
No.
So it's like,
what do you think about the state of women now in these versus having a natural woman versus a BBL? What do you think this BBL?
Yeah, Draya, we were talking about Draya, but Draya also, she came out and said that. She's like, yeah, I've had, breast enhancements, and I had a little bit of like a BBL, like a tasteful one or whatever, not something crazy. And everybody's like, oh, okay. Not that people didn't know, but I feel like a lot of men maybe gravitate more towards like the natural BBL look more so than maybe say Nicki Minaj, because it's becoming a little extra now.
BBLs, man, they getting out of hand.
Well, I feel like what it is everything is about attention. And no matter how much women say they're not doing it for that, I mean, why else are you doing it? You're not doing it just like...
They're not doing it for dudes.
You're not doing it for dudes, and I think for females.
They're not doing it for dudes. They're doing it for... I think they're doing it to look better than the other bitch.
Nah, I think they're doing it for...
Bro, why are they doing it for a dude? Niggas don't want that shit.
Nah, but that's what they think.
No, but
dudes
that's the thing.
do want it.
No. They're no, what happens is that...
Dudes are paying for this shit.
Bro.
A lot of dudes are paying for this. Some chicks are paying for it themselves.
Yes,
don't get it twisted. But dudes are paying for this shit, bro. Dudes are tricking and getting these bodies done.
There is.
Some women, they just want to have a bigger butt, and some women, it's about the attention. You know what I'm saying? Some women get it because they get bigger breasts and big ass because their bodies look fucked up. But and a lot of it it's the social media is what's making it so popular and why everybody want to do it. So it's all about the attention. And then when you got this, people treat you a certain way. You know what I'm saying? The girls that got this, look what they getting. Look what they doing. Now every girl that got a BBO, she's on there. She's getting endorsement deals and getting this, and she's getting a good treatment and all of that stuff. Yeah. So everybody wants to look good. You know what I mean? They want that attention. You see what I'm saying?
No, I dig it.
No, I just think it's attention. I think
I just think that some of it is just looking terrible. Like it's just like you girls are going crazy with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like it's out. It's like
y'all not heads though too.
No, it is. And the thing, I really feel like that's why like the filter thing. You don't even like when I use a filter. You're like, don't use a filter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but that gets me more views. It's not because like it looks better or whatever. It's because I'll add a filter because it's like trending, like a trending thing. Like adding a song trends. But you don't like that. You're like, nah, I want you to make sure you look the way that you look in person as you would look on, on social media. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, thanks. But I feel like a lot of women, they think they look better with the filter. It smooths everything out. It looks nice. They have better makeup. It contours the face and stuff like that. And then that's where when they go to the plastic surgeon or they go to the Botox place or whatever, they'll say, I want to look like how I look on this filter. And that fucks their head up because they want to look like that in person. And then in turn, this person that's like, dang, I may like that, how that girl's body looks. And then she has all these views and oh my gosh, she's getting flued out by Drake and she's this and this. And now she's an ambassador for Fashion Nova or whatever, you know, and all these things. And well, I want that too. Those are the same things I want. And they think that they see a lot of men in the comments talking, oh my God, you know, I want to fuck you, you know, all these things. But that's how they believe, I believe, they believe that that's what men want. But when they did a statistic, they did like a whole thing where somebody went around town and was like, hey, what would you prefer? Like, what do you think men are looking for, BBLs or natural? And all the women said, oh, men want BBLs. Men want this, or whatever. And all the men said, I don't want BBL. I don't want to marry a woman that has that. And I'm like, okay, well, I think that's kind of unfair because, you know, that's majority of people on social media, men-wise, they're looking at, that's what they want.
That's what I'm saying. It's not realistic.
No, because that's what the girls are doing it for. Everybody's stuck in the social media world, and that's why.
Right, they're stuck in the metaverse.
Even though they're saying they're not doing it for the gram and for the attention, that's genuinely, and some women may feel like it's bringing up their value. Because now you got this nice body. Now you
it definitely is. Let me just say this. Don't get it twisted. I don't have no problem with women enhancing themselves in the way they want to enhance themselves. You want to get some titties, you want to get some ass, you want to get some, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. Do your thing. I just would say, just make sure it's tasteful and it fits your body. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take
it, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even care about having a woman with no perfect flat body or no BBL.
Yeah, give me some stretch marks.
My thing is, the attention that's going to come with it, the head, the cockiness that's going to come with it, the bullshit and the games that come with those type of women.
Wait. You think a woman that has like a BBL has like a different mindset?
No,
they get like cocky with it?
I feel like the ones that and I'm only speaking from the ones that I know and the shit that I've seen.
Okay.
Not all of them.
Oh, I'm like, I know a lot of girls that had it done.
For the most part,
like
a lot of chicks that are like super bad and that go through all of that, those are the ones you're going to have the headache with. I'd rather have the woman that's proud of her mom body or her mom, like just like women like men with meat on their bones. I don't want no skinny, or I don't care about having a woman with no perfect body. I'm not saying I want somebody that's super out of shape or somebody that's super skinny, but I just want somebody like, if you do got some scars and some mom marks, like I want that more and would rather love on that than somebody who's gonna give me that and then I gotta have all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I mean, I guess if that's what if what you've experienced was that, and we know a lot of girls that had stuff done or whatever.
I don't know a lot. I know some.
We know enough. We know enough that I would say, and I would say that they're all pretty fucking cool. They're pretty chill. I think that they have to act a certain way because they know that that's the attention that they get. But for like Hollywood purposes, I feel like who they are as a person is definitely different. So I don't think it makes a person be cocky. Maybe in some of the circumstances, maybe that you have. I think that it depends on the mental that the person has.
When I say cocky, I just more so mean like the bullshit that comes with it, man. Like all the attention and all of that. Hey, you got this BBL. Now you want to walk out the house with your ass showing every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And what you're not understanding is by you showing that skin, what that's doing is a man ain't going to respect what we got going on because you're going out and it look like you don't even respect me. But a woman is quick to call you insecure. But you're not realizing, just as like a dude that got a nice body, first thing he want to do is take his shirt off everywhere.
Yeah. Give me some muscles. I'm gonna find every reason to take off my shirt.
You see what I'm saying?
What? I'm coming out the shirt any minute.
What I'm saying is when you're showing skin, that's automatically going to attract attention. It's the law of attraction.
No, that's true.
Bottom line.
You don't have to have a BBL to do all that. What you're
doing. You see what I'm saying?
You know?
But when chicks got big breasts, a lot of times, even if they had little breasts, now they got perky titties now, what they doing? They're showing their cleavage.
Because they're they're happy.
Now you can see that, they're happy. But what I'm saying is,
they want to.
But that's what I'm saying, and at the end of the day, sometimes it gets taken a little too far.
As long as I'm with my wife,
that's what I said. I like to wear clothes sometimes that are a little revealing or whatever. I don't really like to have like a titty and an ass together, you know what I'm saying, if I'm gonna show something. But I like to show a little something or whatever. I lost like 20 pounds, so I'm like, hey, and I had some kids, you know, I'm like, hey, I kind of like how my body's looking. It's a little bit more voluptuous, but I like it. I want to go show it a little bit, you know, why I'm young. But the thing is that I'm not doing that. I don't do it with the girls. You know what I'm saying? I go with him, you know what I mean? We go out together if we're going to do that, if we're outside. So, but I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't really wear certain things, you know what I mean? I'm not going to wear like the, you know, down to the, you know, crotch and, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do all that because I do think sometimes people can have a tendency to believe that that person is a certain way because they dress like that.
And then they'll
That's
try
my
you.
personal
Like
thing.
this is the thing. When you go out with your woman, right? Okay, say she got the baddest body in the world. You let her go out with
She
you know
does.
how
Just kidding.
no, but I'm saying
You
but I'm
better
saying
say
you know
that.
how when girls go out and you got women that'll even do so much as wearing something with they just covering up their nipple.
Oh, I know.
It's
Yeah.
just shit like that. Like
Yeah.
Gucci Man's wife, the shit she be wearing sometimes.
I know.
And what I'm saying
Yeah.
is he's the caliber, and I get it to each his own. But what ain't nobody gonna test him. But a regular motherfucker like me and you, what I'm saying is we walk somewhere like that, dudes already try to test you when you go to the club sometimes. So what I'm saying is a dude that's drunk or a dude that really don't give a fuck, he's going to take it like he's not going to respect what you got going on because it's like she got it out, I'm going to look. You see what I'm saying? She's attracting my attention.
But he's secure. Like, I mean,
no,
okay.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the extra shit. You know, that's what's going to come.
I mean, if I
Showing your
had my whole
titties and
titties
that.
out, I think you would be like, I don't know. I think
feel me?
I think you would be like whatever I decide to wear. I think you would be comfortable as long as you think it's tasteful.
Like I told you before, if I'm not with you, I may have a little bit of issue with certain things. I'm pretty lenient, pretty secure. You handle your business. You're
You don't like the no underwear thing. You don't like me to do that.
But if I'm with you, do what you want. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna look. Niggas is grown. Niggas is gonna look. Okay, you can look. I look. You know what I'm saying? She looks.
I look.
I don't mean
I
niggas
look.
But as long as you don't disrespect, we're good. Now, if you disrespect, that's when I come in because now you're violating, you know what I'm saying? But she's a big girl. She can handle herself. Let her handle herself. And then if she can't, then I'll come in. You know what I'm saying? So we just keep it real chill, you know what I'm saying, when you know, if I'm not there, you know what I mean? But she don't be going out like that anyways. And if she does, she's going out to dinner with her homegirls and dinner, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She don't be in the club. I hate the
We're
club.
grown, man. We
Club is whack now. You know
we
what
go
I'm
to the club for promotional purposes.
Yeah,
together,
but that's
and
what I'm
it.
saying.
But to go out and we're going to go to a pool party. What I want to have her covered up for. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
that, and I'm not necessarily talking about you guys and like.
No, I know you're not talking about us.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'm just telling you my
talking about-
perspective.
yeah,
that's
our
all.
perspective,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I'm talking about how some of these
women
go
be
and
out.
They'll wear straight booty shorts,
Bro, they
some
have the ass out.
out-of-pocket
I'm like,
shit.
well, you might as well just not have any clothes on at this point.
You
You know
doing
what I'm saying?
out-of-pocket shit.
They say,
No, like that
some-
one girl that just showed up. I forgot what her name was. Something Cherry 22, and she just had like a mesh shirt on and just nipples, just no bra, no nothing, no cover up, just titties.
Yeah, just titties
and
out.
just like a mesh outfit.
It was
like,
sexy as hell. I'm like, damn.
It was beautiful, but at the
Yeah,
same
but
time,
it's
it was
like-
like she just like.
I
she's
wouldn't.
on the red
I don't know if I
carpet.
would want that.
But then
I
y'all
wouldn't
know
be
another
titted out
thing?
like that. You
But
know what
then
I
y'all
mean?
know
But
another
Rihanna
thing?
though, when Rihanna wore it, where she had like her, that was pretty dope.
No, but
Rihanna,
then y'all
though.
know another thing that's crazy is like, and then certain women, they wonder why they get they act like they don't like the attention, or they wonder why they get the attention they get. But it's like you're putting yourself in a position for dudes to react the way they're reacting because your body's out. So if you're okay with that, then that's cool. But you got to understand what comes with that.
territory,
Women
yeah.
want to do that and flaunt their bodies and put things out there, then talk about how dudes are thirsty. And it's like, no, that's what comes with that. And dudes may want to run up on you. Dudes may try to smack you on your ass, and dudes may try to violate you. You know why? Because in all reality, that's not ladylike. No matter how much you want to put it, like showing your body like that, you get what I'm saying? That's why.
Yeah, I
guess. I mean, because I think it depends on the person, and I don't want to necessarily put anybody in a category, but I'll give you an example. Like for somebody, like let's just say Cardi B, she's in that new music video. You were like, that's dope. She had like just tape on her body.
but it's a
and stuff like
video.
that. I know, but she also may show up to the red carpet like that too. I wouldn't. I'm saying I wouldn't put it past her. It's Cardi B, right? But she carries herself differently than, say, if I were to see Beyonce in the same outfit. I feel like Beyonce carries herself a little bit differently than, say, Cardi B. And our Cardi B has changed some of her demeanor, how she acts now. But I'm saying there's two different categories I feel of a woman. When they show their body off and how they carry themselves is two different things. That's I mean, it's coming from a woman now, but maybe you guys feel different. Maybe you look at it as like they look the same, no different.
Because women carry themselves in a certain way too. You know what I'm saying? That it's
Beyonce,
hoish.
her album, the album
Whole
shit is whole shit.
whole shit is whole shit.
Yeah.
But if she's married and she's hoeing it with her husband, talk about
Like
Beyonce
I said,
on her
to
knees.
each his own. Like some people like that. My thing is, hey, you grown. I'm not here to tell you what to wear, but you know, at the end of the day, just watch what you do because
you know your wife go out. I ain't fucking. You better get back in the
Hey,
house.
Check this out. I'm gonna tell my wife is just what I'm saying is it's just all about respect. When you with me, yeah, that's cool. You know, I want you to look good, but also just be cautious of what you doing and the attention that you gonna bring. So you got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like at the end of the day, I don't like that shit because it's like I don't.
You don't,
that's
want
You don't like the attention.
You don't like
no,
the
what
attention?
what I'm saying
Well,
is
you don't even like it for yourself, really.
No, but
you
you
know
put
what I'm saying?
yourself in a type of situation that people don't understand the problems we cause for ourselves. You're putting yourself in a position, now you go out somewhere and there's going to be a dude that feels like he's tough, that's going to disrespecting your woman. Yeah, she's a big girl, but nigga going to come at you and say some disrespect or try to get at your lady in front of you because she got her ass out because that don't look like she's respecting you. So a motherfucker, hey, I'ma look. And you got dudes that'll respectfully tell you, hey, your lady looks nice. And I ain't, man, listen, I know she look nice on me. As a man, it's certain shit I ain't, bro, check.
No, you hate that shit too. Like, oh yeah, thank you.
Like, come
she
on, my
knows.
nigga, like, to
Or,
me,
Yeah,
I
you don't have to tell me my wife looks
actually,
good.
you'll grab my ass. That's what you do. Usually, like, yeah, I know. And
I
then you
feel
grab
like
my
that's
butt.
a man testing me, bro.
Yeah.
You don't walk up to another man. Hey man, I just want to let you know, like, well, what kind of shit is? I know what the fuck.
You trying to see where your head at, see how bitch you
but
are.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
That's what happens, and people do shit like it's innocent and it's not. And people call me what you want. I just feel like I move a certain way to avoid certain situations. We're human beings, man. There's temptations out there, and it's like some people aren't honest with the shit that they do, and they put themselves in the line of fire. Like I done seen real shit happen. Like when dudes, like we've had conversations about your friends and this and that. I don't even want my brother at my house if I'm not there around my woman.
Oh yeah,
you know
we talked
why?
about that. Yeah, you talked
Because
about
I
that.
done been through situations. My cousin, I know dudes like
He didn't
that.
want me talking to his wife one time,
No,
bro.
but
You know what I'm saying?
It's the things I didn't seen though.
But
Listen to what I'm
Torrion.
saying.
he calmed down with me just
Hey.
because
Oh,
he
I'm
knows
like, bro,
you.
you
But
done been.
he was.
What
I was
I'm
like,
saying-
Tia,
You've been at our house and
Hey,
stayed,
but
you know what I'm saying?
listen. Uncle Mac was the same way. I asked his girl one time and if she could have something to drink, and he was like, shut it down. And he was
Really?
like,
It's only because,
ask me.
hey.
You know what I'm saying? Don't ask my baby mama for something to drink. Ask me. You know what I'm saying?
Every
I
man
was,
operate
and I
different.
was.
No,
I
I can
you know what I'm
understand
saying?
that. I can understand.
We
because
were all
rela-
there.
Yeah, that's true. But the
He
relationship,
shut.
the relationship.
Yeah, he shut it
is-
down. He's like, nah,
with
she
the-
can
the
have.
homies,
She
you
can
know what
have
I'm
something.
saying?
Yeah, you can bring us something. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit.
It's really it's more
You know what I'm
about
saying?
setting
So
that tone.
you have to be
but
careful.
he should also know that's not
No,
where your
but I
head's
know,
at.
but
But it doesn't
I
matter.
understand.
Now,
but he's also letting
hold
me know
on.
off rip how it's
Now,
supposed to be.
like, no, for real. But now, like for example, let's say I'm at the gym. And there's a girl and her boyfriend working out, and I'm closer to the girl. I will make sure I address the guy.
Of
You know what I'm
course,
saying?
of course.
You gotta talk to the
do that.
dude. You gotta
Yeah.
talk to the dude. Don't ask the girl nothing.
Hey, but
You
even
know what
I'm the
saying?
type of person that even when a woman like in a situation, if I know y'all,
That's respect.
So what I do is I'm gonna talk to both of y'all.
Yeah.
But when I talk to one of my friends and I don't know
Actually,
his lady
probably
like
talk to me
that,
more.
even my
If
best.
there's an
best
argument,
if this nigga
if
don't
there's an
answer. But
argument.
I'm saying because what I'm saying is because the way you guys are in the relationship that we have. I'm comfortable with doing that.
Yeah.
But when I go around people like my best friend, I don't even talk to his wife like that. We'll sit at a dinner table. I don't hug her. I don't say, hey, because as a level of respect, that's my boy no matter what. And he's the same way. And it's just like at the end of the day, it's like I just move like that out of respect.
So it was our last subject.
Well, I just, we all do music. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So my boy T can sing his ass off. You know what I'm saying? 1/4 the perfect. Torrion official in the motherfucking building. You know what I'm saying? And we R&B lovers, man. And what do you think the state of this R&B and this music is right now, man? Like, what do you think is wrong? Like, I was watching the Rolling Loud clips, bro, and there's no artist development. These dudes is running out of breath rapping their verses. They can't. They don't even know them. The girls really don't know how to perform. They're just like yelling. They can't even sing live. They're just twerking. They just twerk. They start doing it. They just all of a sudden start twerking. It's like there's no stage presence. There's no performance no more. The R&B dudes. Like, what do you think, man? What do you think the state of this music is, and what do you think about the female era of hip hop? You know what I'm saying?
What I feel is, I'm gonna tell you like this: there's no quality really in music no more. You got good artists, and it's when I say good artists, I feel like I'm not content with where music is at. Like a lot of these new R&B, I don't feel like there's an R&B lane. There's no real singers like you guys are saying. Even in the gospel world, I was listening because I used to be in the mass choir with Danny Graham, who used to sing and write for Shirley Caesar and Andre Crouch. And when I was watching those videos of the choir I used to be in and how you feel that music and it touched your soul, you don't feel music like that no more.
Bro, the music in churches hasn't been the same, bro.
It's no substance.
True.
There's no
I just thought it
substance.
was us.
And I also feel like you got to understand it's kids talking about kid shit now. Like you got like Jacquees, no disrespect, but he's a little kid. I wouldn't fuck to no Jacquees song.
We was trying to do it the other day. It was like the only thing we had is R. Kelly. Like, I can't fuck to R. Kelly no more. You know what I'm saying? Who are we gonna fuck to, man? We gotta put on Silk and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I can't play perfect. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But no, I'm serious. It's like, nigga, I can't. Nigga, you fucking to this shit right now? Are you making love to this music right now?
No, they're making love to rap music nowadays. They want to be fucked to. It's like, it's not the same where you put on the candle, you set a tone, and that's what music is about. It's like, you know, these women don't even, a lot of women don't even, especially these young girls, they don't respect R&B music. They don't want to hear that shit.
Bro, they don't want to hear about love. They either want to hear about toxic shit or they want to hear some gangster, ratchet, stupid shit. And so, half the shit, these niggas don't even be saying anything, bro. I think that it's not classic. It's not gonna last. It gets on for a little bit and then it get thrown to the wayside afterwards. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, she's 9. She likes Michael Jackson, freaking Bruno Mars, and Silk Sonic. She
likes the artist.
She likes the music. She likes the music, bro. Like, I'm hearing her listen to all this old. How do you know who Michael Jackson is? How do you know?
Didn't even
introduce I didn't even introduce her to her. She heard it on YouTube or something like that, and she's drawn to that classic music. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like nobody respects real music, and I feel like, you know, to me, music, we in a crisis. You know what I mean? That's why I had to take a step back, because started getting frustrated. It's so watered down. When I was doing music, we had to work for this shit.
Right.
It's just like in the streets. When you was wanted to be a thug in the streets, man, you had to get put on. You had to go. You wanted to go to the hood day. Niggas was fighting. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no you just walking around. Yeah, I'm Bobo Big from over here. Like, who is you? Like, you got pressed. Nowadays, it's like, oh, if you got a little money, you got this, it's easy. Everybody wants to do it. So now everything is watered down. And
yeah, you can just go viral like that, just because you have some popularity.
You take that aspect out of music, we had to work for
they're
this
taking
shit.
out. They're taking it out. Their TikTok is about to be gone, right?
Yeah,
so they're taking that element out of it. But this is they banned. They're gonna ban it.
They put in a request to ban it. China has to sell it.
That's gonna be great for families.
You know what I'm
saying? I respect everything you guys are saying, but I'm gonna tell you one thing why I'm against all the social media. You guys know this. You guys are on me all the time. The reason why I'm so against social media is because it's fucking up our kids. It's fucking up our families. It's fucking up our relationships. You can't genuinely spend time with people no more.
No, it's true. You go to a restaurant and you see everybody at the table on their phone.
You can't even sit at home and watch a movie with your lady like that. A lot of times men are arguing with their woman because they so stuck in their fucking phone, waking up in the middle of the night on TikTok. Yeah. So I can't wait till that shit's done. I feel like it's a good thing. It's gonna make people work harder. You see what I'm saying? Everybody thinks it's just, you could just make it and get on overnight, and that's why everybody's doing all of this shit. Because TikToks and all of this and all of that. So what this is gonna do is gonna force people to get off their ass and really go grind and stop thinking you could just be an entrepreneur overnight. And it's gonna cut all the fake shit out.
I was watching they was showing all the NAACP awards that happened in the past or whatever, and then Luther Vandross was singing a cover or singing something for I don't remember who the lady was.
Dionne Warwick.
Yeah. And he killed it, bro. Yeah. Like, you don't see that no more. You know what I'm saying? Live. Like, he was live, no lip singing. He killed that. You know what I'm saying?
There's very few people that are great
singers. There's no passion. Nobody's putting passion.
It's so watered down. People just throw on the Tinker's beats and they just start singing over it, and it's just like, yo, it's getting boring. It's sounding the same.
No, music is made for kids nowadays, though.
That's true. We come from a generation. Every time, even the generation before us, they talk shit about our music. Oh, you're taking our songs and putting them in your songs and sampling, and we don't like that. You know, every time it keeps the I guess the bread and butter of music, where like the original songs come from, it gets watered down. And Prince even said that you're gonna eventually be sampling samples, and we're at that part now.
No, but this this shit straight sucks,
bro. They're sampling.
This music will never be timeless. These kids ain't finna listen to that. But hey, the way these kids are now, they might be listening to this shit with their kids, but I doubt it.
Right.
No,
but this shit ain't even gonna last past an hour. Too. This music don't last past a week. You can always listen to, like, my daughter Tori is the same way. Like, she likes old school music, good music. My kids love that. My daughters love Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Even I stay over here listening to Drew Hill.
Yeah, they listen to our 90s
music. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're like, that's
they're craving that.
It's that timeless music.
They're craving that.
There are people really thrive, and that's.
But I like SZA though. SZA's up to.
SZA's hard.
You got good artists.
You got good artists. Her. They all dope.
I even like Summer Walker. I like
Summer Walker. Is dope. You ever heard of Aretha Fontaine? Aretha Fontaine is dope. She sings Bad Habits.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Ari Lennox.
I went to the Rod Wave concert.
I know you told
Her
me
shit
you
was
didn't like
garbage.
her.
Nah.
I like
I wasn't
some Ari.
impressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah.
Yeah, but she there was issues with that.
But what I'm saying is, back in the day, you had who is our arena artist as far as R&B right now? You got Usher and you got Chris Brown, but Chris Brown is more pop.
Right.
What I'm saying is, who is the Usher right now of our time? What I'm saying is, back in the day, they always
Usher, because Usher's still doing it.
But what
Usher's-
I'm saying is,
Usher's
no,
still
but
Usher.
listen,
Right.
because nobody has came. There's always supposed to be somebody he could pass the baton to, which
Right.
was supposed to be Chris Brown. I feel like
Chris Brown
that
has-
the days of
I
there
don't
being
know.
those type of artists that are really, this dude is
Like
look
the
at him at
Beyoncé's,
40.
the
Yeah,
Beyoncé's,
you're not gonna get that quality of artist no more.
not right now, unless they switch it up and start.
They
it's-
made-
and
hey,
it start.
hey,
and let's
check it
take-
out.
let-
Talking about
You got
doing
way
that.
more. You got fucking Boys to Men sons. That's why I
Okay,
sent
yeah,
you.
them
got
dudes
them.
hard.
Them dudes is
they're
dope.
dope.
Them
They're
boys
super
can
dope.
sing, bro.
But the thing
And they
is
can
that
dance.
this generation isn't looking for that. They don't want that.
The older generation's like, we need this.
We
let's
need
get you
this,
on. Let's
exactly.
put you on. Let's try to
The
push
younger
you.
generation doesn't want to
But
hear
the younger
that.
generation don't give a fuck about
You
it.
know why?
You know
Because
what I'm
they watch the
you
TikTok.
know why?
They get these little dances and they're
Nah,
like,
you
I
know
learned
what
the
it
dance, and
is?
then it goes viral, and then they're over that song. Give
It's
me a
the
new
urban.
song.
It's like we said, we're perfect. You know what it is? It's our culture, our people. That's why Chris Brown is pop. You see what I'm saying? It's if you go. That's why if you want to last, you got to go pop, because the Asians, the Mexicans, the Latinos, they just like music. It's our people that are more so like, oh, that shit sounds corny. I don't like that shit. But I
don't
guarantee
think
you put a
so.
little white boy group that look like NSYNC and you put them out there and sell them to that crowd and the they're gonna eat that shit up.
No, I think right now at this time it's not there.
Yeah,
because
they're not-
Did he try to do that and it didn't work? He was trying to get an R&B group together.
They don't want.
We need it, but
They don't want to.
feel
They
like
don't
it's
want.
not
They don't
there.
want to. They don't want to develop artists no more. It's just everything is about the quick, fast thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucking up the whole music. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
reason
give me the
why-
fast artists. Give me the artists. Do this. Do this. They don't want to develop them. They just want to have them already hot.
No,
get them
but
out there.
hold on. But hear me out for a second. The reason why is because they don't have the time. Because the way that the world is, we've had this discussion when we were doing another artist, right? When we took care of another artist, we were like, if we put out this song, we think this is the best song, but the TikTok, the industry is going to be not buy off of us pushing the money. Like say, oh, let's push this record. It's going to be based upon what the world is asking for, and it could be the stupidest song. That Doja Cat song, Moo. The Moo song came and went viral because it's funny. It's like, oh wow, you just don't know what's gonna hit. And when it hits, it's like, oh, okay, that's it. There's no point to develop an artist at this point because there's too much money involved.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel like there are certain things like her. She's so fucking undeniable
know.
that whatever that girl touches, and I don't mean to say girl, whatever that woman touches, people are gonna fuck with. Because it's even like Janae Aiko, like her voice, she
hard.
has it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff that people are trying to put out like way more, yeah, the girls aren't gonna sell it because they're not really appealing like that. They can sing and they can dance, but they're not sexy to the little girls. To where if them little dudes look like the things that these little girls want, you don't think these little girls would be starstruck over these dudes like they was over B2K? But it's like people are throwing shit together that they think will work, and there's something is missing.
That's why
You see
Perfect
what
was
I'm
so
saying?
perfect, bro. Because
Instead
y'all
of
had
it
the
being something
y'all had the look, bro.
Y'all
Y'all
had
had
the
the everything,
Y'all
bro.
had the element
Y'all had
of
the
one
element,
word.
bro. Like y'all was like, okay. Like I was just watching one of y'all performers the other day. I was like, damn, these niggas was on point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they fucked with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So no, I dig it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I feel
But
like
I just
it
feel like
is.
you have to have the look. You have to be able to sing. You have to have the look too. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have that it.
But the thing is that music it's not about singing anymore.
Yeah.
It's about
Feeling.
about
It's about
doing-
feeling.
It's about the
about
right.
the feeling.
That's what we want.
It's
We want
about doing
feeling.
the
It's
right
about
shit.
whatever the fuck it sounds good and how the person is the aesthetic. My 9-year-old's like, oh, she's a baddie. What the fuck? How do you even know what a baddie is? That's the younger generation. You saw the little girls; they were 5 years old twerking and rapping "Sexy Red" and stuff
that
like
made
that.
me mad.
Yeah, it's like those things. That's the younger. The moms are younger; they're listening to that, and that's what their kids are listening to. You see what I'm saying? So our generation, from our time, we're the last of a dying breed.
I think
have
y'all
both.
generation,
Yeah.
like when you and Gigi were growing up, you know what I'm saying, that generation was the dopest time of music, you know what I'm saying? Like not dopest time of music, it was a really dope generation. You know what I'm saying? You remember the jerk movement?
Yeah.
You remember the it was about
about
even the
fun.
clubs, it was about fun, it was about
about
going
fun.
out and dancing and having fun. Like y'all used to go out and have fun. When I used to throw parties for all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like the kids, and then they got older and y'all went into the club decos and everything
Exactly.
like out here in Dago, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like you didn't need an artist. You had the niggas from the town throwing shit and doing it like
that's
dripping
true.
dripping wet,
was
work
fun.
that, twerk that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Club
fun,
songs
and
like
it
do the
was corny as
stanky
hell.
leg.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it shit was fun. You know what I'm saying? And then the bottle service and the artist era came in and just ruined the downtown and ruined ruined
Yeah,
everything.
trap music
Now you
come
gotta
out
just
and all
like
that shit.
it's about who niggas don't even want to go to the club no more unless they know who's there. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Niggas
before.
ain't even dancing no more.
No more. They
Niggas
was
is-
dancing.
niggas is dancing, and if niggas
They
is
changed the
dancing
dance floor
together.
for bottle service. Like like it's not even a dance floor no more, bro. It's just a room full of tables.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's no dance floor. No one wants to have fun. No one wants to go out
Everybody
and kick
wants
it.
to be a boss.
You
They
know what
want
I'm
to be
saying?
like, oh, I'm here and let me take a picture. And
I mean,
you know what I mean?
listen. I like
Some bitches
I
come in
like
the section.
fucking the section. I'm not going to cap. I am grown. I'm 42 years old. If I'm stepping out, I'm going to go to the bottle section and look down at people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no,
You know
I
what I'm
want to
saying?
go because I
You know
don't
what
want
I'm
to
saying?
stand in heels.
I
You know
think
what I'm
I want to be able to
I
stand.
say it.
Unless I'm performing, I don't even like, because to be
Yes, sir.
honest with you, the older I get, I'm like, I feel
Oh,
like,
I
what
hate
the
the
fuck
clubs
are we
out here.
doing? We sitting
Right.
here,
The
but
club?
even in general,
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
don't- I
what are we
agree.
gonna do? We gonna sit here, get drunk, and look stupid and talk to each other, and the
Right.
music
No one
loud.
dances no more.
It's whack.
Y'all used to
You know
dance.
what
When
I'm
I was thinking, even from when I threw the parties, bro, y'all was swinging. You know what I mean? Like it was going down. I had to make sure niggas wasn't getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? We used to throw the parties. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, bro, get off of her like that. Like y'all have fun, bro. Like that TJ time to back in the day, we went to TJ all the way to like when below.
Yes.
Below at the end, like the below when below started doing bottle service.
Work
That's
that,
when it's
twerk
all.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Work that, twerk
Yeah.
that. Was the shit. We was 18, getting
Bro,
VIP. We was, hey,
that
it
shit was fun. Dripping wet back in the day. Shout out to all them, Jay Sincere, all them guys used to do that shit. That shit was fun, man. So you were doing music, you know what I'm saying? You took a step back. What do you got going on, man? Like what do you got coming up? Are you gonna come back, or you gonna push your daughter, or what's your goals, or what's your next what's coming up for you, man?
Shit, my goal is I'm back, you know. I feel like I needed the time to kind of clear my head and just take a different approach at music, you know what I mean? I was kind of stuck in the R&B that I like. So it's just like I'm working on, you know, just trying to put together some new records. Focused on trying to get my daughter together. We got a record that, you know, we've been trying to put out for a while now. But we kind of took the back seat for it for a minute, but we getting ready to drop that. And I'm just getting ready to start just trying to just put more music out, and just more like, I felt like I was getting more caught up in more so chasing music, and then that's when you start losing the love for it. And now I just want to get back in the groove of just record music because I love to do it. You know, what people could look for me is just, you know, good music coming out pretty soon. I'm gonna stick to the R&B lane. It's not gonna be no 90s R&B, you know, but you know, I'm a kind of like, you know, I know the sound that, you know, is out right now. I'm not going to follow that, but, you know, I had to change it up a little bit. So give them something to look forward to.
That's okay. You don't need to be, do you. You know
I still think you need to keep that R&B element in you. You know what I'm saying? And I always said you should do both. You should always have what you want, your roots. Don't lose that because it's timeless. And then just give them something as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't lose it, bro, because it's missing. This is what people
also
want.
in you.
You know what I mean? It's also in you, bro. You can't.
No, what I'm saying is, like, even with Perfect, you know me, like, when I was, no, I'm saying when I was singing, like, I was stuck on singing like it's the 90s. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm never gonna switch up the R. I'm an R&B singer at the heart.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna. I want them to hear my vocals on everything I do. But y'all know me. I'm gonna go to church on everything.
Yeah. You gonna work with Jazz again?
Oh yeah, Jazz is my big bro, man. That's my mentor in this game. Shout out to Hookmaster. You know what I'm saying? Jazz is the guy that took me in, and Jazz is a big part of Torrion. You know, helping me find my sound, helping me find, like, he's the reason how I know how to go in the studio and layer my songs to where, honestly, I feel like, you know, the way hooks ain't really too many people that could fuck with me on, like, how I layer my hooks to where they sound full. And, you know, I'm not in the industry like Chris Brown, but I take pride in my music to where if people hear my shit, it sounds like, damn, this nigga sound like he should be on the radio. And that's because working with Jazz. Like,
he was on the radio. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
saying?
Like, but what I'm saying is, you don't expect that. Like, when I give people my CD and shit when we out, they don't expect to hear what they hear. Just like with the Perfect shit. Like, when you go past somebody a CD and they never heard of you before, they like, sometimes they don't even want to play it because they don't want to get disappointed. Yeah. And then when they put it on, they're like, damn, this shit is you. shit sounds pretty good.
Right.
It's like,
I mean, we ain't passing out CDs no more. You know what I mean? We're
yeah.
doing
No, I
QR
mean,
codes, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? This nigga,
I'm
you
saying?
old soul. He nigga said pass out CDs. You know what I'm
I'm still
saying?
passing out
Hey,
CDs.
nigga, ain't nobody got CD players no more,
Nobody
nigga.
has to- You do, right?
Oh shit!
Nah,
Nah,
I'm
I'm
just
just kidding.
playing.
Nah,
That's
but
what's
no,
up.
for
I
sure.
love
That's
it.
what's up, man. I'm glad
We
that you
look
back.
forward to hearing that.
Hella looking forward. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Chosen can get on there.
Oh, hey, another thing that I'm excited about is I'm writing a book.
What?
Yeah, I'm writing a book called Secure Your Position. You know, like I said, I've been working on, you know, my mind and my body and my soul, and I just feel like this journey to manhood is something that I'm real big on. You know what I mean? I feel like there's no place for men in the world, and I just want to, you know, create that space. And, you know, first it starts with how I move, and, you know, so I want to be able to, you know, kind of put something out that, you know, the guys that were going through what I'm going through can kind of read that and, like, you know, find some hope in it, or find their purpose, or find their passion, you know, because, you know, it was hard for me to kind of like really figure out my purpose, and for me to get to where I'm at today, you know, it's, if I would have had something like what I'm putting out, you know, I feel like my journey would have been a little bit different. Yeah. So yeah, look out for that, you know.
And you still got Boys to Men, right?
Oh, Leading Boys to Manhood,
Yeah.
the foundation. Oh yeah, man, that's one thing I got in the works too. My mentoring program. We take kids camping over the summertime. We also do the father and daughter dance. My biggest thing is the community. You know what I mean? So it's like I love the community. I love the kids. The reason why I do the Leading Boys to Manhood is because, like I said, I've made a lot of mistakes, and my life is, you know, it kind of went down a certain path that I feel like if I would have had a solid mentor and a solid foundation, and not to knock the men in my family, there was really no men that I could look up to that were doing real positive things. There were a couple. My Uncle Mike, my father, he was good, you know, but at the same time, we didn't have a real solid male structure. I'm doing things to try to make a change, or to try to create something for people who maybe are in the position that I was once in, you know, especially for these young men. You know what I mean? Like, if I would have had a mentor, somebody who really, I felt nobody really believed in me growing up. I didn't have that. So I turned to the streets and certain things that it kind of made it worse. You know, it helped me, because it's a song where it say the streets is where we learn to be men, you know, and people look down and frown upon that. But at the same time, as African Americans, in the streets is where we really learn to be men, even though it teaches us in a different, aggressive way, you know, but it's really where we learn it at. But if I would have had a grandfather in my life where I could learn how to work on cars from, and that's why I do what I do as a carpenter. That's another thing. I got my contractor's license, so I'm working on that because I'm into working with my hands. I feel like every man should know how to work with his hands. You know, that's just how I feel. You know, but it's like I said,
I'll call y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. So let me just explain. Let me tell you what happened, bro. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I just got my man card pulled right now, right? So our sink clogged up, right? Kitchen and sink clogged up. I'm like, damn. So I go, both sides are clogged up. So I go put the little drain on, whatever the shit I got down there. Wait 15 minutes, fucked up. Seemed like it's coming down, so I put some more in there and I wait. I'm like, damn, this shit's fucked. Like, babe, we gotta call a plumber. And she's like, nigga, she didn't say nigga.
I didn't say that.
She didn't say nigga, but she's like, we ain't calling no plumber. I'm like, dude, we're calling a plumber, bro. It's like, nah, I just do it myself. Like, nah, dude, we got it. I call a plumber. So I go take care of some stuff. Next day I come back, she's sitting on the ground. She got everything underneath the damn thing, and she fucking fixed it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, listen, I'm not feeling kind of happy right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling kind of like a little bitch right now. You know what I'm saying? I need to figure out how you do this. I'm about to go YouTube this shit. You know
I showed him real quick. It's really simple. Yeah. But I just figured he would let it go. Then the next day he's like, hey, bro, so you think that a man, just randomly, do you think a man should just be like a person that, you know, they should be able to do certain things in the house and this or whatever? And I was like, babe, let me hear me out for a second. I worked at Home Depot for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? So you pick up a couple different things. But at the same time, it's very simple. Once I hung out with the plumbers, I mean, we talked all the time. So I know how to do gas lines. I know how to connect the water line. I know there's certain things I know how to pick up. And
I don't know how to do none of that shit.
But you know how to do, you know how to run carpet. You could do tile. You know, there's things that you picked up, also different trades that you learn. I'm just saying it's very simple. Sometimes it's not, I don't look at him and diminish him as a man because he doesn't know those things, you know? But I feel like if I hadn't worked there, I wouldn't have known these things.
I just think that a man should have some type of skills.
Torrion's going to tell you
I'm
need to do it.
I'm going to tell you like this, and what I learned is as a man, that's why I said you only as good as what you can provide and what you bring to the table. And that's why I learned those kind of things. Like, I'm not no mechanic, but I've gotten under the hood because, like, what people don't understand is even stuff like that, you just got to take it apart. And the way you take it apart is the way you put it back together, because there's something in there. Like, you know, maybe she had to take off the pipe and, you know, unscrew something and screw it all back to the P-trap. You see what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that, bro, that it seems harder than what it is, but because you have the knowledge, you don't have the knowledge to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes
I wasn't taught, bro.
Yeah,
Pops, he was too. I learned how to do music. That's what I was taught. It was in church. That's what I was taught.
Learn how to play drums?
I learned how to play drums. I learned. It was no cooking. Well, let me just say this.
You cooked
Hold on. I learned how to do landscaping. You know what I'm saying? Like I can head some. You know what I mean? He had me out there working in the landscape because he used to take care. We used to have apartment complexes. He was a property manager. So instead of him buying a landscaper, that was my job. You know what I'm saying? I was a landscaper in the grounds. Yeah. He got paid for it. I got in trouble. It was grounded. And that's what I had to do for punishment.
You know how to
right?
deep clean.
You know what I'm saying? So I can
clean.
I can clean like a motherfucker, right? I can do. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. But bro, I can't build nothing. My uncle taught me how to change the brakes. So I learned how to change the brakes. But that was when I was freaking 6, 7. Well, I was 18, I think. No. I was 22.
Nah, but see, I'm gonna tell you like this. I didn't grow up, like I told you, I didn't grow up learning how to do, like when I first got in this trade, I didn't know how to do this shit, man. And the white boys out there and the Mexicans, that's what gives them the power. The people that know how to do it gave them the power, and they treated me a certain way because I didn't know how to do it. Right. I didn't know how to really use a screw gun or an impactor, take a saw off the blade off the saw, and you know what I mean? Because they're feeling like you should know how to do this. Their dads is bringing them out to build when they're young.
Right.
What made me do that, bro, was when I was getting with women and them type of situations, and you know, I'm like, yo, I need to figure this out so that way, you know, I'm doing the hard work, or these are things that I need to know how to do just as a man. So I went and seek the knowledge. And that's what I'm saying. Like, from where we grow up and how we grow, it's all about how you grow up and what you see. And if you're not exposed to it, a lot of times you're not thinking about it. That's what secure your position is about. That's what the book is about. Sometimes it's the person that you see in front of you do it is the person is where you gonna get from what you do. Does that make sense? Me, I just feel like, you know, I feel like that just gives me more value as a man. And I promote that shit all the time. Just I feel every man needs to learn how to work with his hands. Yeah. And that's real. That's real.
You heard it first, bro. Torrion official in the mother effing building, bro. Official. Hey, before we go, man, we're gonna have to have you sing that Usher, your favorite song. You know what I'm saying? For the ladies real quick one time. Let them know what they got coming.
I'm talking to you ladies. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Oh yeah, I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me. Yeah, I pulled up, anticipating, said good love, don't keep me waiting. I got plans to put in my...
Oh, we ain't ready. One for the perfect. Torrion official. Y'all don't know what we got coming. You know what I'm saying? It's the bro.
To a place that's nice and quiet.
Hey.
There ain't no one else to interrupt. Ain't gotta rush. I just wanna take it nice and slow.
Yeah, that's my boy. Right. That's my boy.
Hey. On that note,
man. Yo, this your boy Chosen on the beat.
It's your girl Miss Bree.
Hey, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, man. That way you don't have to wait until we post it on social media to get that notice. You know what I'm saying?
And on that note, it's the Chop Shop Podcast Show. We out.
Skirt.